Alright, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. We're down in Mexico using the Reforma map today. We're at a little quarry and we're going to take an interesting little drive. This is something a little different. We're not really looking at a truck or a trailer so much as a utility and cargo add-on today. I'm just blown away by Reforma every time I'm in it. We do actually have an urgent drive, so that means we're going to be late. But just taking a look around the quarry to kind of introduce things, since we're probably not going to get another chance to get another look because we got to get on the way. So just a quick announcement before we get started. We will be doing another Southern Skinning trailer giveaway on the next video. This is going to be your opportunity to enroll right now. We're giving away the 39-foot Trailstar frame style end dump, again from Southern Skinning. Thanks for being able to set that up, Southern Skinning. Go ahead and put down in the comments Trailstar if you want to enroll into the contest. We'll pick it on the next video and give one away. So yeah, go ahead and jump on into the contest now. So if you look at the title, we're looking at a cargo add-on, and this is from Team Edition Mods. You see we're all set up with the wrecker here, but we have not only a truck that needs to get pulled, but we have Team Edition Mods cargo. So we see their trailer and their cargo that we have to carry. It's pretty heavy. It's almost 100,000 pounds that we've got to carry on here. But here's the important part. We're doing this using John Ruda's wrecker. So we're just using the cargo add-on from Team Edition Mods. I wasn't aware that this was a thing that you could do, but apparently you can. So for all of you that have John Ruda's wrecker mod and you're tired of getting 30,000, 20,000 pound loads because it's just a truck, or you can pull any random trailer, something realistic that you would come across is a truck is pulling a trailer with cargo and they get broken down and you got to haul both. It makes it real challenging because it's a super long load. In fact, where we loaded up here, that booster isn't even looking too hot. I might have to fly forward, because I don't think that's going to fly. I think we're going to kind of be limited in our driving ability. But yeah, we're using the Ruda mod, the Ruda wrecker, but we're using Team Edition Mods cargo to make it a little bit more challenging and realistic. Your load is longer, your load is heavier. You make sure that you pick out the proper transmission and engine to work with this. Before we take this drive, I do want to mention kind of the whole process of how you get this mod and everything. So if we want to take a look over at Team Edition Mods here, the one that I got, and you can pretty much, in order to get this cargo, you can pretty much pick any of his add-ons. And this one happens to be the Mac Anthem Wrecker add-on. And it's a little deceiving because if you take a look at the picture for Team Edition Mods, that's not actually the Mac Anthem. It is the Mac Pinnacle. So something to keep in mind. So in addition to being able to get the cargo with this so that I can put behind John Ruda's wrecker, you can also do a standalone wrecker with the Mac Pinnacle. Again, it says Mac Anthem, but it really means Mac Pinnacle. And let me show you what we can do here. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at this, let's go ahead and take a look now that we saw the, So before we jump in and do the drive with the Ruda wrecker, I want to show you what it's like to use the add-on for a default SCS truck. So we'll go ahead and we'll go into Truck Dealer. Go to the Mac, since we're looking for the Mac Pinnacle, and we will visit the dealer. So, and keep in mind, here's the Mac Anthem, and that's the way the mod is actually labeled on their site. But if you look at the picture, even though it says Mac Anthem, that is really a Mac Pinnacle. So this one looks completely different. So we'll scroll on over till we see the Pinnacle, and if we take a look at it from the side, yeah, that looks a lot more similar. So Team Edition Mods needs to change that from Mac Anthem to Mac Pinnacle. So we'll go ahead and customize the configuration, and this is real simple. Just go ahead and pick day cab, and under the chassis, go to where it says Wrecker Mac. Boom, and there you go. You can even put some different skins on them. Here's a couple, what is this, Lubbock Wrecker Service. You've got Jordan, and then you've got a bunch of just patterns with the different colors that you can pick. And it's nice because a lot of times those don't go throughout the memo. So a lot of those don't go through the entire skin, but these are specific just for this one. In terms of options, very, very simple. There is a note here somewhere, maybe it's on the other side, and it just says, so there is a node here, and it just says body. There's no other option. You just pick it from the chassis option, just like we did. The other node that you can pick is to have a light adapter, so you can add all kinds of different crazy lights to this that you want, if you want to add on more beacons and stuff like that. As is, we've already got a lot of nice flashing beacons on the front and back. You cannot customize the color of the crane, but I mean, hey, you're basically getting a free truck and having a wrecker added onto it. So this is pretty cool. In addition to the fact that we're getting this, we're getting one more thing that I'm going to show you in just 1 second. So in addition to being able to pull this to have the wrecker cargo with a Ruda wrecker, you can get this Team Edition Mods wrecker added onto an already free truck. Not a bad deal, kind of a 2-for-1. So I want to show you a couple of things that really have to do with the mod and the mod order. So let's go ahead and check that out. Okay, so when I went and got this Mac add-on, it says Mac Anthem, it's the Mac Pinnacle. So this is one of the mods, the add-on Wrecker Mac. This is the one that you're going to need to be able to put the wrecker on the Mac Pinnacle, the default SCS Mac Pinnacle. This W900 wrecker is also part of the mod, and that's so you can have the W900 as the truck that you're pulling. And this is the load that you're going to need for the cargoes. So technically, if you're just using this for the cargo behind Ruda's wrecker, technically I think this is the only thing that you're going to be doing. I activated all of them because I was having an issue at the front. When I installed it, I couldn't get any of the loads to show, any of like the truck plus trailer and cargo to show. So I had this in, and someone had pointed out, put it through a couple sleep cycles. So I put it through 3 cycles, and I still didn't see the cargo. So I went back in and I added these as well. That's when I really realized that in addition to pulling it behind the Ruda wrecker, this is an actual add-on for the existing Mac Pinnacle in the game, which is cool. But I'm not sure whether it's enabling all 3 of these or just going back into the game and doing like a total of 5 sleep cycles is what did it. But eventually the loads did come up. And this is the load order that you want. I have all of my John Ruda stuff down here. I've got the DLC wrecker from John Ruda at the very top. Working from bottom to top, you get add-on Wrecker Mac, the W900 truck that you pull, and then the cargoes are at the very top. That is the order. And when you download the mod after you purchase it from Team Edition Mods, then it will actually show you there's a folder called Activation. You're not really activating anything. What it is a JPEG of the mod order. So it does show you that as well. And what you are looking for, let me get out of here and get back into the game. All right, and to be clear, when you do have this enabled, everything correctly in the mod folder, when you go to the jobs, obviously we're going to Freight Market, this is what the cargo will look like. So at first, if you see a trailer, that's just a regular trailer. If you see just a truck, it's just a regular truck. But, let's see here. Let's go to one of these here. This is how you're going to know that you're getting it. So this one is actually a heavy haul. This is, but you're going to see the truck, you're going to see a trailer attached to it, and the load. That's how you know that you are in the right spot. Yeah, so these are just regular loads here. Here's another one. So you see the truck, you see the trailer, you see the cargo, that's when you're going to get the full thing. It'll also probably translate to a very heavy weight. That's when you know you have the right one. If you don't see these loads, any of them, when just selecting the entire map, then do a couple more sleep cycles, maybe even go back out to the mod manager, come back in. It just needs a little bit of time to refresh before it sends you those jobs and everything. All right, well, let's go ahead and get on with the drive, huh? All right, so that is everything. We're rocking the Ruda's Freightliner Coronado, and let's go ahead and get started on the drive. The drive is actually, it's not incredibly long. We're going from, and I don't know how to say this, Basasiachi to Bacoina down in Mexico. And if we click on it, we have 89,000 pounds. About 3 hours on the drive. It's going to take a little bit more than that in game time because it's a slow and windy road. If we take a look here real fast at the map, it's a lot of switchbacks. I assume we're doing some mountain driving. It's not exactly going to be quick. And again, we have 89,000 pounds on board. So let's go ahead and get her started up.
I may be the Vice President of America, but you're the President of this car. And it's time to take action.
Thanks, Morgan. We have a 690 horsepower Cummins. What is it? It's Cummins CM 870. It's Zeemods. So let's get our lights on, get the parking brake off, and see how we get out of here. We've got an 18 speed, 3.70 on the differential. I'll throw that other camera on there. Using the second stick as a splitter on this one, because why not? I assume we're going off to the left. Just need to leave yourself a lot of extra room. We've got the booster behind it, and that helps it. That definitely helps it steer. But it doesn't mean that it's short. It's way on back there. I don't know how much that dozer would normally be, but everything behind me is 89,000 pounds, including the truck and trailer. A little bit more realistic. I know sometimes what they'll do is they'll just drop the load. They'll have someone come by and pick it up, and you just haul the truck. But in this case, no one's coming by here. We're out in the middle of Mexico, so we got to take the whole darn thing. I guess it all really just comes down to when the cargo needs to be delivered. Because if we can take this to its destination, then you can still get the truck bailed out and you can get your cargo. Looks like there's another pickup spot there. So I have not actually taken this road before. Lots of switchbacks. I have driven a couple times with this wrecker mod. Oh yeah, we're out of fuel too. That's definitely going to slow us down. And it was a little slow going for sure. It was definitely slow going, and I had to. There was a couple spots where I had to fly out of because I just didn't have the. There were like switchbacks, and I didn't have the room to be able to maneuver. So that's definitely something to consider. And we've been down on this side before in another map. I think the big quarry, the one that you go real deep into. Looks like this is the same exit. Question is, are we clearing it on the right hand side? Now we got to clear it on the left. I think we're fine. So there you go. John Ruda Wrecker with Team Edition Mods Cargo. We can make this a realistic drive. So I don't know how many of you have actually heard about this mod or have heard about Team Edition mods, but I talked to the guy through Facebook Messenger, and the guy was really cool. I mean, now granted, I did buy the add-on. The add-on most of his add-ons, which means you can get the cargo. I think they're like $11 or $12. So it's not free, but considering the fact that I hit him up and asked if I can get his cargo add-ons because I saw someone else doing it on Facebook, I'm hitting the guy up and saying, hey, can you make your cargo available for the Ruda Freightliner or the Ruda wrecker? And this is a situation where the guy sells his own trucks and he sells his own wreckers, and I'm trying to get his good stuff, his cargo, on a product that is not his. And the guy reached out to me, hit me up like right back, and gave me the info, and I had some questions about how being able to see all the cargo, and he helped me out right away, like without even asking, right away. So the guy's really cool. Like, considering all I did was give him $11 and I haven't bought one of his wreckers, I don't know if he had that expectation or what, but he just volunteered the info. Really cool guy. So I definitely wanted to shout him out here. Oh, you gotta go right in between? Really? I don't know if I'm gonna fit. Maybe that other... Is there another one in the distance there? No, this is the only one. We gotta go right in between there with all of that. I don't know, buddy. I don't know. I think I might have to back up a little bit. Yeah. Nothing that you can do really precise with that booster in the back, because if you look at it, you're not backing this thing up, because you got to back up the wrecker to back up the truck that backs up the trailer that backs up the booster, and that's just too many things, at least for someone like me. So we're not doing anything precision. I may end up having to fly out of here. My main thing is, can I get in here to get fuel? And then I'm not really too concerned about making it that realistic. But let's go ahead and shut her down. I'll be right back when I got some gas. Alright, all loaded up. Let's see if we can pull out of here. Kind of curious. Like to do it realistic if possible. I just don't know if it's going to clear. Maybe it will. I gotta start pulling it to the left a little bit. See if I got clearance. I might have clearance. I might be able to actually pull this off. Good thing I don't have an excavator or something, so I hit the top of the gas station. Alright, well, look at that. Actually pulled that off. We got a car coming. And a truck. Nothing in front of me. Coming the opposite way. There we go. Made that realistic. Yeah, like I was saying, I don't know if you guys have heard about Team Edition mods or you've heard about this add-on at all. But it's pretty cool. I'm kind of excited to be able... I like the idea of the wrecker from John Ruda. I do like that he... oh, we got deer. I like the fact that he made it available for, what, 5 or 6 of his trucks. Super cool. But the cargoes are a little bit of a letdown. Because
turn right.
I was kind of hoping to be able to carry big, long, heavy cargo like this. This is a perfectly, reasonable situation to be in where you got to carry the whole thing. So now we can do it with the Team Edition mods add-on. And yeah, a guy was super cool hooking me up with all the info once I bought his mod. Again, it was like $11. Super cool guy. Definitely check him out. And if you're looking to carry longer and heavier loads, obviously you can check out his wreckers too. But I mean, if you've got John Ruda's wrecker already, you might as well look at getting some more, longer and heavier realistic loads. Not bad at all. Definitely recommend it.
400 meters. Turn left. Turn left.
I think I cut that one a little too tight. Luckily, no traffic coming the opposite way. Yeah, but it does, you can feel the weight on it. It makes it interesting. Trying to get as much momentum built up as possible because, yeah, I just tried to go to my other cameras and I guess they're not enabled in this profile. So we are just cruising in Mexico Reforma. We're going way fast. We're going to have to slow down here pretty quick. Probably got what looks like a hairpin turn coming up. Doesn't seem like it should be down to 25 miles an hour. And that 25 should be 4 miles per hour converted. What is going on here? Road's a little broken here. Oh, we're getting rain. Make sure we stay way over the right. Once you realize you need the Jake, it's already too late, so I'm being a little bit cautious here. With this amount of weight on the back. Missed that one. So we get a nice rainy thunderstorm day here in Mexico. And we are going to be slowing down. We're full pedal to the floor, but I think just like this guy, we're running out of options. Why is he going slow downhill too? Come on, guy. That really hurts when you have all that momentum and you got to slow down like that. I think we're going to have to go down to fourth to pull ourselves out of this. You guys are right on my bumper. That was just a really bad time to lose all your momentum. Well, we get some momentum now. We'll be right back up on them. And look, now the switchbacks really happen. Question is, what part of this is going to be downhill? Kind of debating whether I should be on the Jake already, because all of a sudden it's just going to start dropping right off. Okay, and we're stopping. No, we're not. We are not stopping because it wouldn't go into gear. It wouldn't go, the shifter wouldn't go in. Wow. That's good. So the game said, if you thought that was bad for losing your momentum, hold my beer, because now I'll give you this. This seems like it's going to be a slow. I know we got a hairpin coming up. Not too long. Keep going a little bit, but we got to get the Jake in here pretty soon. We got a little bit of an uphill maybe, so we can kill some of that momentum. Yeah, the conversions on the speed limits aren't really working right now. Just being a little cautious with this much weight and how long I am, you can find yourself in a mess real quick. I'm not familiar with this part of the map, and a lot of the maps, they can take off pretty quick with a nasty slope. A little bit of manual brake in there. Go down to stage 1, maybe stage 2, because we got another hairpin coming up here. Go down a gear, help us slow down a little bit more, man. So for those of you that drive wreckers, would you be doing this road? This is, see, there's no way I can avoid going into the oncoming lane. If other cars are going to be coming, I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe I can ride this whole thing down just on Jake. Really wish I could go outside and go topside. I don't remember the presets. I just have buttons, and the buttons for whatever. Oh, wait, are they working? That one button is, but the other buttons are not. Oh, we're gonna crash. That was pretty crazy. Now it starts to taper off a little bit more. We're gonna go ahead and go to the second stage. I think that's, maybe there's only 2 stages. No, there's 3 stages. Yeah, this is pretty much like Reforma. They're slow going. A lot of manual braking on that one. And then it looks like the grade increases a little bit here. So what do you guys think about Team Edition mods, about these add-ons? Is this something that you guys tried before? Something you like, something you don't? Let me know. I just wanted to... this all started when I saw a post on Facebook, and some guy said that he was using Team Edition mods cargo with Ruda's wrecker, and I was like, is that really a thing? Because sometimes people post on Facebook and it's like fake stuff. And I was even more skeptical because the link that they put in there was to the site atsmods.com or atsmods.net. So the guy didn't even buy the real thing from Team Edition mods, and I thought that was pretty horrible. That's why when I reached out to Team Edition mods on Facebook and he got back to me, I thought it was a good opportunity to really let you guys know, whether you've heard about it or not and forgot or whatever, or whether it's something brand new to you. I thought I'd let all of you guys know, show him a little bit of support if it's just, something that you want to do. If you already have the Wrecker add-on and you're upset because you can't get really good cargo, this is definitely a solution for you. And I definitely recommend checking the guy out and supporting him. I mean, that's just my personal opinion. The guy was pretty nice to me. Got back to all of my messages and got back really quick, so I thought I'd send out the message and support the guy. See if I can throw a little bit of business his way in case you guys are interested in this cargo add-on. Get out the Jake for just a little bit. Oh, we cut that a little short. No trailer damage. Would this be the uphill portion of the drive? Did we come all the way down that mountain just to go right back up? And then a big curve like that. Definitely always an adventure driving in Reforma. And I can't think of any better way to do it than with a nice, long, heavy load. Nice challenge. Keep an eye on that cargo back there. I don't think we've gone over 40 miles an hour this whole time with all these switchbacks and stuff. Was driving east out of Mazatlan the other day, for those of you that know the Reforma map, and it was the portion of the map where you go through like 100 tunnels. It's crazy. But SCS, I don't know if it's a mod that I have or if it's SCS update. So what was happening was, it's basically the same thing as if you go into, what's the name of that place in Missouri, or is it Missouri? Yeah. And you go and you do like the underground pickup. Can't remember the name of the business, but basically where you park in the mountain, and once you go into that like mountain environment, it changes the lighting environment. But was doing that for the tunnel too, and I was driving at night, so the entire light would change, and then it would change when I came out of it, and it was just going back and forth, a little drastic, and it was kind of hard to see, because if you've driven that road before in Reforma with those tunnels, basically you go in and out of tunnels. You're in tunnels more than you are outside of them, so there's only like 100 or 200 feet, and then you hit the next tunnel, and you keep repeating that, and just to change the lighting on it so much, it's kind of crazy. We're going to be able to slow down.
Turn left, and then turn right. Turn right.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, right. I don't think so, buddy. Yeah, that's not happening. I don't even know how to adjust for this. Do I have anyone behind me? I don't think I'm going to be able to pull it in. I should have been far, far over to the left, but I can't back up 4 different things at the same time. Yeah, that booster's gone. Alright, let's see what we can do. Taking me on a shortcut or something. I don't think we're going to be able to make it around that corner. Well, almost made it. What we got? Yeah, 1 minute. We're doing our delivery down here. Alright, skip past that part. Yeah, we're not even going to be able to... Yeah, we're hitting the side of the building. We're going to have to fly forward. Not in Reforma. Not in Reforma, you're not. Even getting around this corner is going to be a little tricky. See if we can take it out really wide.
You've arrived. It's been my honor and duty to see you through this mission.
Well, thank you, Morgan. As that booster's up on that side. Where are we parking? Okay, the usual spot. I don't think this is going to work, but we'll give it a shot. You never know. I feel like the turning radius on this truck is awful. Oh, sorry. Sorry, buddy. I'm sure he didn't even mind. Are we going to be able to pull this off? Might pull this off. Well, I was not expecting that. Yeah, that truck, it swivels around pretty good. There we go. Didn't even have to back her up or anything. Get the brake on. Leave our four-ways on. Parking lights only. And shut her down. Alright. Where were we going? Baconia? Is that what it was called? Yeah, Baconia. Welcome to Baconia. That was an interesting little drive. A little slow drive, but you can see the challenge. And that's really what I was looking for. So thank you for whoever it was that I talked to at Team Edition Mods for running me through all the stuff. And, of course, you can go back and look at the show notes for all of the details on what to do with the mods, what order to have it in, and all that. Let me know if you have any questions about this whole add-on, or if you have any questions even about the Ruda Wrecker add-on. And thanks for coming along on the drive, and do not forget to enroll in the contest. Remember, need the name of the trailer down there in the comments so that you can enter to win the contest, and we'll give that away on the next video, probably later toward the end of this coming week. But thanks for hanging out. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing, hitting the notification bell, and I will see you guys on the next one. Take care.